Hi guys, this is Drops of Pura Vida. Hi, we're here again with another Facebook Live. Thank you for joining. If you hear some noise, it's because we have another big storm here in Costa Rica, so rain tends to be kind of noisy. And I want to thank you for being here. Today I wanted to talk to you about a very sensitive subject, which is how to balance work and family time. If I get a dime for every time I hear a woman or a man say, I just don't have the time. I wish I'd have more time with my loved ones. I just love what I do so much that I dive into it and I forget about time. And when I notice, it's too late and kids, are asleep or I have to run back home. I totally get you. And balancing work with our personal lives can be challenging at times. I'm not going to lie to you. We live in a society that actually overvalues achievement and material success and work. So the more we work, the more committed we are, the more we strive for success. And that it's good. I mean, if that is what you want, it's great. But if you've seen my previous videos, you now know that for us to be happy, relationships are a big part of our happiness and our well-being. So today I'm going to share with you a tip on how to create more work-life balance. And I know you can do it because I do it firsthand. I help my clients do it. And also because I'm the daughter of a recovered workaholic. So I know what it is to not see my dad because he's working too much, and also to have him back when he makes the decision that he wants to spend more time with his loved ones. And it all starts with a decision. How can you set your priorities? And first thing first, when it comes to work-life balance, you have to understand that your mindset has to change. And the first mindset change that you need, it's not to be so much a perfectionist. When we imagine work-life balance, we tend to think that we are going to assign equal amounts of time to our jobs and to our loved ones. And that is materially impossible, especially if you are going or if you have a full-time job. But that's really not necessary. When I got married, a friend of mine told me, Paula, I know you. Now that you have to balance your work with your personal life, with more challenges and more things to do, and you have to handle a home with your husband, you're going to notice how time stretches. And I know you. You're going to judge yourself. And you have to get comfortable with not having everything perfect 100% of the time. And it is true. When it comes to life balance, sometimes things go as we plan, but sometimes they don't. And it doesn't mean we did anything wrong. It just means life happens. And you have to be comfortable with getting maybe a percentage of 80-20, being 80 your success. Even a 70 would be great when it comes to attaining your goals and when it comes to being able to manage your day successfully. And today I wanted to talk to you about how small shifts in your schedule can create a huge difference in your perception on life balance and the time you spend with your family. So I want to talk to you about this client of mine. We'll call him John for his privacy. Well, John had a very demanding job. And he was super stressed, mostly because his kids were suffering. He got home often too late, and he could barely, say goodnight and put them to bed. Because he had a long commute from home to the office, about a half an hour long commute. So he was tired when he came home, usually grumpy. He was overworked, he had too much pending tasks at the office, and the relationship was deteriorating. So I asked John, John, what can you do to make this easier for your kids? Can you think of one thing you can do together on a daily basis that all three of you enjoy and that can become a habit of yours, part of your daily routine? So he thought for a minute, and then he told me that his daughter loved bedtime stories and that he thought he could, tell a bedtime story with his daughter. But he was worried his son wouldn't engage. He was willing to give it a try anyway. So I told him, well, what time are you going to set this activity for? He decided to do it every night at 8, right before the kids went to bed. They would read a story first, and then they would go to sleep. So the eldest kid, he was 10 at the time, was not so thrilled about the idea, but he did it anyway. They went together to the library, to the bookstore on the weekend, and they all three picked a book they all liked. And the adventure started. They started reading a few pages every night, and a marvelous change happened because the window was open and the kids had his father's full attention on them. So it started with a tale, with a story every night, but it ended up with conversation time before bed. And kids were telling his dad how they felt, how their day went. And story time became maybe the last 10 minutes. And sharing and, bonding happened the 20 minutes before. And it was a huge change for John. His stress levels diminished enormously. He was performing better at work because he was not carrying that guilt that he was leaving his kids behind. And it was great for him. It completely changed his life. He now wanted to go a step further. And he said, if I can make this small change, I wonder what else can I do to spend less time at the office and more time with my family and doing things that I enjoy. The next step John took was bike rides. He had bike rides with his wife on Sunday mornings. And success, again, he was doing great. Next thing he did was he started leaving the office at 6:30 p.m. every day. Was he successful every single day? No, he wasn't. Some days he had to leave at 7:30. Some days he could leave at 5. But he was changing his habits, and his life balance completely transformed. His mood. So you can do the same. You can start with a decision and a mindset that can create the life you want, with the values that make you happy, and with small changes that bring about great success for you. So I hope that you have learned good tips today. I hope that you have enjoyed this Facebook Live. And if you have, please subscribe. Visit my website, dropsofpuravida.com and dropsofpuravida.com. I'm sorry for the Spanish switch. You can join our channel there and YouTube also, and join our list to get more life balance tips, more productivity tips right on your inbox. See you next time. Bye-bye.